Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time of the day. It's the best time of the day. You now locked and loaded with your main man, my D, and my dog, Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open. Focus. Yeah. Roll my tree, just smoking. Everything poet. Say what I want, no glucose, no sugar coating. Now break it down. I do my history, plus I'm the truth and I'm super sharp mentally. Boy, I'm a god, you not seeing me physically. Plus I stop you, I'm talking about literally. Me and my shorty, so don't see the chemistry. Work for what we got, hustle hard a lot. Y'all can never take this energy. Nah, writing on the wall, plus I'm still a dog. Half of it I don't let you see. Rocker Koofy with the shades on, dog. Nobody coming after me. It might be an actual casualty.
I know that you mad, cause I got my own clientele, ain't got that bag. You know who I'm talking to, cause boy, I beat your ass. I see you mad, I got that bag. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time of the day. It's the best time of the day. You now locked and loaded with your main man, my D, and my dog, Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open. Focus. Yeah. Rolling my tree, just smoking. Everything poet. Say what I want, no glucose, no sugar coating. Now break it down. I do my history, plus I'm the truth and I'm super sharp mentally. Boy, I'm a god, you not seeing me physically. Plus I stop you, I'm talking about literally. Me and my shorty, so don't see the chemistry. Work for what we got, hustle hard a lot. Y'all can never take this energy. Nah, writing on the wall, plus I'm still a dog. Half of it I don't let you see. Rocker Koofy with the shades on, dog. Nobody coming after me. It might be an actual casualty.
I know that you mad, cause I got my own clientele, ain't got that bag. You know who I'm talking to, cause boy, I beat your ass. I see you mad, I got that bag. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time of the day. It's the best time of the day. You now locked and loaded with your main man, my D, and my dog, Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open. Focus. Yeah. Rolling my tree, just smoking. Everything poet. Say what I want, no glucose, no sugar. I'm the truth. Super sharp mentally, boy, I'm a god, you not seeing me physically. Plus I stop you, I'm talking about literally. Me
Gotta turn that down real quick.
Work for what we got, hustle hard a lot. Y'all can never take this energy. Nah, writing on the wall, plus I'm still a dog. Half of it I don't let you see. Rocker Koofy with the shades on, dog. Nobody coming after me. It might be an actual casualty.
I know that you mad, cause I got my own clientele, ain't got that bag. You know
Hold on
who I'm
1 second.
talking to, cause boy, I beat your ass.
We done already. Yeah, I can hear you. What's good with Bloody?
What's good? Hold up. I gotta get my headphones real quick. Hold up.
You good, champ? Yeah, man. We just in here doing the sneak live real quick, getting some things done. I've been busy all day making herbs in the morning, training people. Gotta say, my man, Khaled some herbs for him to test. So then that's the case he need me to make him some. These herbs is pretty real. I've been taking this blessed thistle herb in the morning. It's a really good herb, dog. Like, it works immediately. Like, especially when you put it under your tongue and let it sit, it works immediately. Send oxygen to the brain, you can actually feel it. Like, you start breathing clear and everything. Yeah, man, I was just getting on here. I just woke up. I seen some hoopla on the John.
Yeah, T.O. Ryan smacking niggas.
No, I had to laugh.
Leo.
He smacked the dog. Hey, listen, what's crazy is on I like when I was first, like about when I was like boxing as a professional, they was trying to get me to get some work with Arnold Barbosa on Top Rank. He was coming down from 54, and Brian Goodman, the matchmaker, turned it down.
It used to be all the way at 54.
Yeah, he went down to 40.
Why is that? You think why you think that was? Is it better for
He's small.
him? Small.
He ain't big for real. Shit, he ain't punching like that. He a boxer. Hey, listen, if they would have put him in there with me, he would have never even got to see the light of day.
Stop him.
Yeah, I would have destroyed Cousin. That's why Brian Goodman was like, no, they ain't even let it get to his manager because managers are stupid. They don't understand matchmaking. They're managers. So when this is back when Arnold Barbosa used to be with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they used
What is
to.
the science of matchmaking like? Like what is that? What is that like?
Hey, bro, that's a good ass question. That's a great question, brother. First of all, Ramadan Kareem. I ain't get to hit you with that. Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Kareem. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's a good question, Rahmatullah. This is the thing, man. Matchmaking is a science used. If anybody want to hop in a Discord, you can. Matchmaking is a science used to build your fighter. So this is the thing with matchmaking. You want to find a fighter that can build your fighter and give him enough resistance to make him better. It's that simple. Matchmaking is very simple. It's not a hard task. You find a guy, and this is the thing. Anytime you matchmake somebody, there doesn't have to necessarily. This is where matchmakers go wrong. They trying to find a contrast style at all times. You don't need a contrast style at all times. You just need resistance. You want to matchmake your guy against all different types of styles. You just need a guy with resistance. What's good, brother?
Okay.
You just want resistance. It don't matter if you're awkward. It don't matter the case.
Mm-hmm.
You just want resistance. The thing where matchmakers get wrong is they getting guys that contrast the style, and then they stand in that lane, and then the fighter is not growing according. He's not growing with the all around assets and abilities. And I mean assets is in like the skill set. Your skills are your assets. The guys are not growing with the all around assets to boxing because the matchmakers are only finding guys. For example, the matchmaker will find a guy. If you're a brawler, he'll find a guy that can box with no power. And then he'll just keep you in there with him. It's not going to get you better. It's not going to get you better. You got to put forth the effort to put your guy in there with different styles, with guys that are good enough to give him resistance, but not better than him. And then each fight, you just step it up.
That's the part where you said you don't necessarily put your prospect in with a puncher.
You never do that. You never do that. There's no need. He's still just a prospect. He's not even contending for a title. He's not even contending for a title. And you putting him in there with a prospect that's not smart. It's not intelligent. It makes no logical sense. Allah Abdullah
Only time you in
Mason.
there with punchers, yeah. Only time you in there with punchers is when it's a belt contender or
What
like
is it really?
interim belt. We about,
Yeah.
we about to move up.
Where did they get Juicy from?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes sense. You don't need to put him in there with no puncher at this point because, I mean, if he contending for a title, then you don't have no choice because the guy is there contending is there because he's a puncher. But then the other guy, once you actually contending for a title, is 10-round fights. If you're in a title fight, then you just want to simply that you don't have no choice but to be in there with a puncher at that point, because that's who also is contending for a title, a championship. I mean, actually in a title fight, like you getting work with Cuz. So yeah, you don't get guys in there with guys like that. It's not intelligent.
That makes sense.
If you do, you
Ryan
could
Garcia. Oh, my fault, guy. Go ahead.
no. If you do, you could ruin it.
Yeah.
You ruin the investment, and you ruin the investment. Not only the investment, you ruin you ruin your prospect, man. It's not intelligent.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn almost did that with Greg Hackett or like I forgot, like the guy that's fighting on Wardy. He about to fight this weekend on the Edgar Burt for Alonga card. He getting a rematch. Hackett. He had beat.
You talking about Jaleel Hackett?
Yeah, bro, Jaleel Hackett.
No, you good. You good. I was like Greg Hackett. Yeah, no, Jaleel Hackett been out here for a minute, bro.
Greg Hackett, but that's his cousin though. That's when because I heard Greg Hackett say that. Like,
Oh, Greg Hackett and Jaleel Hackett is cousins.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that's crazy because that means that's crazy, and nobody knew that. And listen, that and I'm gonna say this is a crazy, a little quick segue. That goes to show you that is in their pedigree, and Greg Hackett is playing with himself. Pause. Because he boxed and his family boxed, so that means he playing with boxing, and it don't even make no sense because he has the abilities and the skill set and the family lineage, but then they not taking boxing serious. That's crazy work. That don't even make sense. But yeah, Jaleel Hackett was in there with a puncher.
I don't know if Buddy was a puncher, but I mean he lost. You know what I'm saying? And then like Eddie Hearn was kind of getting at the point like, look, bro, you need just to put guys in here like with a bunch of easy fights or just see what it is. Then don't get mad at me. I'm trying to see like what he is like. What he working with, like, bro, stay in shape. Like, you had trouble making weight. Like, stay in shape. I'm not gonna just give you easy fight after easy fight after easy fight. That was just that. I'm paraphrasing, but you can go to that. Like,
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like it's not that. See, this is the part where people be saying stay in shape. No, get your skills in shape. Your skills ain't in shape. You got to get your skills in shape. Mikael, what up, gang? Is link up with my brother CYP. He's sponsoring me at Border Wars. I want you and bro in my corner. Let's get it. All right, what's up with Mikael, man? Mikael from Ohio, if I'm not mistaken, my man. Columbus or Cincinnati. He's sponsoring you for the Border Wars in Florida. We can get that work. It ain't no thing, bro. Ain't no thing. I seen you getting some work. You gotta tighten up on your fundamentals though. So yeah, you gotta watch you. Matchmaking can be tricky, but at the same time, these guys don't know how to matchmake. They keep trying to put their fighters in there with the style that's most contrast to. They tried that with my man Coley a couple times by giving him tall fighters, thinking he can't fight coming forward. I know that for a fact. Because when you watch the tape, you see a man primarily fighting off the back foot and boxing people's ears off. And when people come forward, he take a little step back, catch him with a shot coming in. So they're thinking in your mind, well, yeah, put him in with this tall guy, make him come forward. And that's why matchmaking is important, because it doesn't matter the style. You just want resistance. You want a certain amount of resistance so that your fighter can get better. And that's what Eddie Hearn's saying. Like, and if you have trouble making weight, and here's another thing with with boxing. Every weight, this I know guys don't know, like these guys who boxing, they're not paying attention to some of the old school tactics. If you're not campaigning for a type, if you're not once you get into contender status and you campaigning for a title, then but you still not fighting at 47. That's why these guys be dead. They be trying to fight at 47 they first fights. Say they a 47er. They trying to make every fight at 47 or 40. No, you just campaign around the weight. Then when the title come, then you make the weight.
Wow, that's a great point. Nobody ever said that.
I know nobody ever said that, Hollit, because that's what I used to be doing. Going to Mexico, 151, 152, 154, 150. That's it. You don't need to be 147. You come in at 150. You
Okay.
like you don't need to
contract at that.
Yup. You just contracted. No, I want to come in at one. You the A side. You the promoted guy. You come in at a couple pounds over, comfortable. You ain't got to do all that. Then when it's time to fight for a title or a title contending fight, then you go down. You know what I mean? Go in at 47. You don't keep. Yeah, Border Wars 16. I like being most hated. We gonna tighten up them fundamentals. Most definitely, MB. Yeah. So it's really that simple. You really just find somebody with a decent amount of resistance to keep their fighter active. Another thing too, guys don't be going to their promoters saying, "Hey, blood, give me this crumb cake at 54." And then staying active is another thing. Guys don't stay active enough in the concepts of boxing. Hey, listen. Hold on. Yeah, so yeah, man, niggas don't understand that. Not Jesus. They don't understand, like, you don't need to be always going to 47, always campaigning at 47. You just fight somewhere around the weight, and then you're stating in conference, or you're stating in the public, the media. Yeah, no, I'm a welterweight, but we just going up and down. We finding guys who want to fight, and we staying active and busy. When you're a boxer, you have to know all aspects of the game. You gotta and when you gotta think about it, man, I'm just gonna be honest. It's really that's why I talk about trust law a lot and understanding understanding the laws, because if you're the chief captain and your coach is the chief second, you must know every CEO must know every asset where it is on land and in the sea or in the air. land, air, water. That's law. Every boxer, as the man getting in the ring, him or herself must know their assets on land, their assets in the air, and their assets in the water. They must know that, because if you don't know that, you're doing yourself a disservice in the public, especially with the public media. And you're gonna pay detrimentally. You got to know how to sign a contract. You got to know what they try to bind you to or bind you to in a contract. You got to know legal language. You need to know all of that. You know what I'm saying? You need to know all of that. If you don't know that, bro, and you leaving it up to your manager to do that, you incompetent. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with me. The laws state if you need somebody to tell you something and explain something to you in contract, you're incompetent. You don't know anything. Those are the facts. That's what they you know. When the police pulling you over and things like that, you in court. Incompetence. So let's see who hit the cash out. JPTV, shout out to my brother in Chocolate City, DC, the District of Columbia. Shout out to my man JPCTV in Dub, DC. Holla. Won yourself, sir. That's one of the guys, Garlic Butter Gang for Life, champ. Hey, you already know what it is. One of the first guys ever put me on this platform talking religion and putting people in the bag. I had put two Caucasian Neanderthal women in the bag. They were talking about listen, when somebody say Jesus is not white, you should see their face. They're very shocked. When it says you're not supposed to make no graven images. So yeah. Appreciate you, Jay. But yeah, to boxing, these matchmakers, they don't really know what they be doing, and then that's what be leaving their fighters unsound technically. It disrupts their technical assets that they're missing in the game of boxing because they don't have the ability to adapt to any style because they just fighting people that come forward with no good foot movement, or they fighting people who just box backwards and no. And it just be the same thing every time. And then the moment they put somebody in there, and that's what I be telling y'all. When I watch the Triple G's, the Earl Spences, it said when I see all of them guys, who else was out there? Loman Ching, I see what they be doing. For example, remember back when Nicholas Walters fought Lomachenko, and we'll compare it to Ryu when he fought Gary Antoine Russell. They told Ryu, this is the only fight for you. You don't get another fight. If you don't take this fight, you don't get nothing. What are you supposed to do? When they do that, bro, that's when you're supposed to say, well, shit, let me on my contract then. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to do this. I'm good. I don't want to do that. And they did that to Nicholas Walters. When Nicholas Walters was trying to get a scrap, they was like, no, they shelved him because he was cooking everybody. They was shelving him. They wouldn't let him get no work. Shout out to G Slime, my man Michael B. With the $5 cash app. We working at Border Wars. Yeah, Walters was definitely inactive because Every time he was trying to get some work, Top Rank said no. They can't listen. When you start beating guys, they shelf you, keep you inactive. Keep you inactive. Now, if you're a smart man, what you do is when they do that, you just renounce the title. You renounce it. It's all good. Get it up out of here. I won it already. I'm good. I ain't gotta fight him. He can have it. It's not a duck. It's more or less like, hey, blood, I didn't even have no, y'all ain't keeping me active in here. So what am I supposed to do? Y'all ain't got no fight. You know what I'm saying? The only fight y'all got for me is Loma. That's what they did to Gary Russell.
He damn near wasn't supposed to be Pitbull, right?
Who?
Ryo.
No, he was supposed to be Pitbull, but
I mean, but wouldn't it be better for PBC, for Power Rangers, like Pitbull doing his audience? You know, they could have did it.
Oh, Ryo ain't with PBC?
No, Ryo is with PBC, but it's like Pitbull Cruz is the A side. He wasn't the main guy over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he beat Pitbull, and it's like.
Oh yeah, he the money man. Yeah.
He the money man. So that kind of threw off like the Tank rematch. It just threw some shit off. So now it's like, all right, well, now you gotta fight Russell. You
know, they expected him probably to get stopped because De Los Santos stopped him, and that ain't it. And he beat him, and then they said the only fight, and that's what Robert Garcia said, the only fight they had for him. And when you do that, bro, you just be like, well, y'all can have the title, or I'll go somewhere else. Y'all not treating me fair. It's that simple.
So when they say that I don't mess with Latin fighters, I ain't necessarily dragging that part because I'm looking at David Benavidez, Puello, they was rocking with Nello, but so it's not.
They money men though. They money men. Puello ain't really a Latin fighter though.
Yeah, you're right. He is like he's a black, a Dominican. He's like Afro-Latino. He's really a brother.
He's just a black man. I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro. Ain't no such thing as an Afro-Latino. It's not a misnomer. Like Latin language the Latin language come from Africans. So all languages are hybrids of African language. They come from the Metu Nete. All language does. It don't matter what you say in your mind. The language comes from the Metu Nete, found by E.A. Wallace Bulge on the Rosetta Stone, which I had the hieroglyphs, Coptic, Ethiopian, Greek, and then so forth. So you could translate the languages and understand how to speak the language of the Metu Nete through the Rosetta Stone by E.A. Wallace. Hey, blood, quit trying to ear hustle on my conversation and get knowledge. Yeah. Get up out of here. Niggas hear me spit knowledge and want to stop and be listening. Keep it moving. I say that's what happened when you could read things. Yeah. Boxing is all politics at every level because you can't have politics without policy. So how do you have politics without policy? Policy are the laws, contract laws, the laws of pugilism, and that's for the same things that they said that other promotional companies were doing to black fighters, now PBC doing it. So people claim. But it can't be true because Caleb Plant get his work in.
That's what I'm saying. Caleb Plant get his work in. Caleb Plant about to get another big fight. Like he gonna get some Berlanga, Jaime Munguia work. Like that's gotta happen. One of them.
Yeah, it's just you gotta stay active, like for real. Yeah. You gotta stay active. You gotta stay working. If that was the only fight they had for my bad, go ahead.
No, Tank was the word too, but he didn't want to see. That's the thing. That's the thing too. Tank was being offered or put up, but he didn't want to come down to 35. But I think the Tank that was being discussed, or SM catchweight or something. I think he was sold on 140.
Oh yeah, Ryo was.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's why they cooked him. Cause they was like, well, you're not gonna take this. You're not gonna do us a favor. That's what PBC be about for real. When you sign to him, like, hey, bro, we need a Mexican. You ain't gonna do us a favor. You do a catch weight with Tank, we'll get you a big payday. He turned that payday down, and then it was like, well, only fight we got for you was Gary Russell, bro, in your pay range. So now that you say that, I get it, because they tried to get the man paid. He turned down the biggest payday over weight. No, blood. Like I can't even be honest with you about. I can't even front on that. You make the catch weight for Tank, win, lose, or draw. You lost anyway. Right. Now you see how I just recalibrate the thoughts. Like it seemed unfair, but until you bring in all the facts, you had the biggest payday with Tank and Ryo. That would have been a crazy good scrap. You turned it down over weight. They give you a Gary Antoine Russell, you lose. Now you stuck in limbo. That was Ryo's fault. Can't even cap with you. I do remember that now. He should have got to work with Tank at a catch weight, 138, something like that. Get on your vegan diet. That's just, you just got to do it, bro. Like PBC be looking for favors, and then when you do the favor, they give you your bread. They give you your bread. Oh, no, this guy did a favor for us. It's all about trusting the process. You see now how I went back to trust? He didn't trust with PBC. He didn't do it. And that was a great point you made to recalibrate the thought. When he had the fight with Tank, Ryo should have took that fight at a catch weight. That would have been the biggest payday of his life. He would at least got 10, 12, something ridiculous. And he quote unquote Mexican fitter. Man, you got to take that, bro. Yeah, so you got to take that. He turned that down. He turned. You know what I'm saying? He turned that down. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna explain how boxing works. If you beat somebody that fought somebody else beat, and you make it look easier, then that's why everybody was saying, well, damn, I want to see him against Tank now. He didn't take the fight, and that made PBC look bad publicly. Yeah, that's all I got for you, buddy. And it's that simple. It made him look bad. Like, damn, why would you turn down a Tank fight, bro, over weight? It don't make no sense. He turned it down, and then they cooked him. Well, only fight we got for you is Gary Russell. You got in there and lost. When Tank would have probably been an easier fight. Well, not a necessary. Well, no, not that we seen.
Yeah, it would have been
it would have been different because Gary Russell Jr. is bigger than Tank. He used the jab. Like, even though his jab kind of trash, he was using it.
Yeah.
He overused it.
Active.
He was active with the joint, and that's what Ryo messed up at. Facts. Yeah. That was it.
Side note, real quick, Ryan Garcia confirmed on the press conference he is not with Eddie Reynoso. Tio asked him, "Hey, is it true that you left? You still training with Eddie?" He was like, "No, I ain't with Eddie." He was like, "Hey, yo, I heard it was because you ain't want to come to Big Bear and stuff like that." Ryan like, "Oh, it's just conflict, what I'm saying, just scheduling and some of the things."
Ain't no that's why niggas don't be getting better. What do you mean scheduling? You can get your ass to Big Bear and train in the high elevation. Ryan don't want to work. He a lazy Leo. And that's crazy. No, listen, that is crazy. That is a lazy lion. That's death. Lazy, that's death. That don't even make sense in the concept of what a Leo represents. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so we up out of there.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be, man. So who gonna train Cuz?
I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe he like back with Derrick James. Not really sure, but
Man, dude ain't trying to box for real, bro. He got too much money. He done. It's over with. He's just gonna really make big money fights. Fight, and you know what the competition is so mediocre that it's not pushing him to do anything.
Yeah, it's like,
And listen,
he like, yo, my next two fights are rolling.
Ramadan got me ripped. And let me show you what Ramadan do. I am stupid ripped. Y'all need to get Ramadan yourself up. And this is the thing. I've been fasting off that cannabis, and my appetite been down. Hey, listen. Mind clear. There is no looking back. There could be no looking back from that. God, like I see the results. Like this is the thing I've done everything on cannabis, without cannabis. It don't matter to me. That's why when Ramadan came, I was just like, no. I was at the border wars. People, hey, you want the kush? I got it for you. I'm good, champ. Cold turkey. That's it. Just like I did, just like when I was eating meat. I just cold turkey was over. Yeah, done smoking, bro. Done smoking. You know. No, no, cause I'm gearing myself. Like, I'm not saying you can't get cannabis in Africa, but mind dumb clear during Ramadan. Training on empty stomach be hard though. Drink water.
Man, I went to the gym today. Did full workout. We was in there sparring. Felt fine. Felt good.
Felt great.
No water. Felt great in there. Felt good in there.
See, a lot of people think Ramadan is about taking yourself to the max and draining yourself all and not eating. It's really not about that, man.
Yeah.
It's really not about that. If you think it's about the not eating, you're confused. Remember, food is for thought and body. Food is for thought and body. Hey, listen, if you feeling bad because you bought a sack of green, that's on you, bro. There's no feelings. You're a grown man. What's wrong? What's wrong with buying a sack of green? So you can meditate. You know, I'm not saying cannabis is bad for you, but it's levels. You just get to a certain level and you be like, dang. You know, at a certain time, a lot of things is happening in the public. So to keep me from slapping people, I would sedate myself. But I'm still active in sedation. Because it really don't matter. Like, and this is what I be telling people: nothing controls me but the Supreme. When you get that, you will get it. Listen, I could smoke a whole joint with my man A and still be ready to slap somebody. It don't matter. If you violate, you violate. Oh yeah, hey bro, you could quit and come back. Sometimes you need a break. I didn't start smoking until I was like 34. Like 35. I didn't smoke no weed. Like I smoked maybe one or two times before then. I didn't smoke no cannabis. When I turned 35 and I was injured, I started smoking. You know what I mean? Then this time came, I was like, you know what? I ain't smoking no cannabis. I ain't gonna say I wish I never smoked marijuana because I read all the Metu Net tears. on cannabis, all of them. I'll be smoking and reading because they help you lock in on the knowledge sometimes. Like smoking is not always a bad thing, bro. It's the peace pipe. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it socially from time to time, like, you know, every other year, you know, something light like that. But like smoking on the regular, especially without a bong. That's the one thing. Like smoking without a bong would never be a thing again. That ain't gonna be a thing. But yeah, man. A lot of these guys don't even understand that boxing is about building your skillful assets. You got to build your assets skillfully. Good. Juan the Great said he high now. That's good. Now do something. See, it's what you do with the highness. It ain't about just getting high. You can get high all day. Some guys get high and just be running around trying to find women. Some guys get high and be. I got high on cannabis and read books all day. I got in these Egyptian books high, like my Egyptians did, like my Kemites did, like my Hamites, Muhammad, Ham. That's what I did off the cannabis. I got constructive with it. So every time, say I was to smoke right now, the first thing I'm going to do is start breaking down things because that puts me in the trance for that, because that's what I did the majority of the times I was on cannabis, was read information. It's it. You know, when you high and you reading something, you like, dang, that's deep. And then I'll just be contemplating on it. Boxing is about skill and getting better. That's why Rolly Romero is a joke. He's a joke, but he stay in big fights.
That's because he's the favor man. Like PBC. Like,
yeah, he do favors, man. Yeah, he put his body in harm's way. Like when y'all get that, y'all get it. I'm going to say this. Rolly is a real old school fighter. And Leonard Ellaby, listen, he got Rolly. Listen, I'm going to say this with no disrespect. Rolly has social anxiety. Rolly socially anxious. It shows in different ways. When the TV and the crowd is all in his face, he looks like a deer in the headlights. Watching on the pit bull fight, you got to look in his eyes. See, that's the thing. People can run their mouth all they want. I can see what your eyes say. Listen, I had a therapist tell me one time, I've seen a lot of therapists in my life for documentation. And my ex, her family had a therapist in her family, a collegiate therapist, went to college to do this. She told her, like, hey, Hamza has an autistic ability to read people face value right then and there. As soon as they open their mouth, he reads you. I been knew I do that because I read truth. And she said it was on the level of autism, meaning I'm just narrowed in on that. And baby girl got offended, like, hold on, what you trying to say about cuz, my man? And she was like, no, wait. An ability to hone in means that's a gift. It doesn't mean he's autistic. It just means he has the gift of the Rain Man. You know what I mean? And I've talked to other therapists about the state of California and and the state of Ohio, the corporate entities, the public entities of the states, not the Republic aspect of the state. And they all say they love talking to me because I articulate well and I break things down for people to understand in full value holistically. So I get what she was saying. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I can see that on TV through your mannerisms. Yeah, I read a guy and sit in this. I've been doing that, bro. I could read people. I just look in their eyes and be like, damn. Like one time a dude was mad because I almost knocked his homie out in the public at a boxing gym. He got mad at me and then he tried to fight the same guy later on down the line. And then people stopped playing. Like, it's a fact. Dude kept running his mouth. Wang, wang, wang. In the public. We was at a boxing gym. I was literally about to spar with one of my fighters. He got to talking crazy. I lit him up right there in the public. He just kept going. I said, hey, bro, chill. You violated me spiritually over a Caucasian man. And then he came back with more slander with 3 seconds later. Talking about he don't scrap and all that. Thinking I was going to do something different because he might have had a gristle or an arm. He was armed. I didn't care. I'm going to show you that I'm not a joke, bro. Bang, bang. Hit him one time, hit the ground, got up, hit him again. He was on the ground again. Niggas had grabbed me. See, that's what happened when I be blacking out. I be telling people, man, stop running your mouth. Because when I hit you with no gloves on, it's not going to be what you think. Your lights are going to turn off. I hit him so hard and quick, he hit the ground, got up, hit him. Ramon Matthews was there. Ramon was there. Ramon Matthews Jr.'s boxing was there. He seen it. After that, his man was like, man, what's going on? He my man too. My brother, my younger brother. He tried to grab me. I'm focused on cuz. Next thing you know, dude trying to grab me. And I'm like, hey, bro, get off of me. I'm calm. He grabbed me, man, you tripping, Hamza. He's flipping out. In the midst of all that commotion, everything starts to slow down. Like, you ever seen that movie Wanted where Angelina Jolie? That be happening to me. Like, when things get intense, everything starts slowing down for me. It starts moving so slow. Listen, it be moving slow, bro. Like, I'm looking at everybody, I'm assessing everything. Me and dude got each other yoked up. Everybody holding me back. Ain't nobody holding cuz back. And that's what I be saying with folks, bro. Like, I'm supposed to be the little man. Dude was my size, maybe an inch or two smaller. Other dude, he big, he about 6'3". No, he about 6'1", 6'2". A good 6'1", 6'2". He trying to yoke me up. Everybody holding me. I'm against the wall. I'm like, hey, bro, let me go. He like got me by my shirt. And then we kind of like tussling, but not tussling. Like, I'm like, hey, bro, just let me go, nigga. But I'm trying to watch dude because he looked like he trying to creep around and everything is moving slow, but everybody holding me back. And I'm just like, and I look at and while everything is going on, I just stop real quick and look dude directly in his eye. And while I'm looking in his eye, I'm like, oh, he tight. I stole his man. He tight. I really showed his man he didn't have it. And instead of just getting work with me over his man, he mad that I split his man. And then when I came home, I'm like, oh yeah, dude was mad because I touched his man up. And then he ended up touching his own man up. And that's what I be saying. I could read those situations and people be mad about that. Anybody, I don't care who, because I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call it. I'm just gonna call it. The facts are there, right there for you to see. People be ignoring observable information, observable wisdom. They ignore it. It's right there for you. Don't ignore it. Don't pass on it. Don't let it go. You do listen. A passive mentality means you're a beta on all levels.
Mm.
I'm gonna say it again for the gentleman who don't understand alchemical state. There's 4 arrows involved. There's 4 pyramids, 4 triangles. There's air and fire. Those triangles point north. There's earth and water. Those triangles point down. When you put those triangles over top of each other, you get what they call the law of correspondence or the Star of David or the Solomon Sea. That's none of that. There's just the law of correspondence. 2 triangles on top of each other. If you're a man and you passive, you're a beta by nature. You're making yourself a beta. A man is supposed to be active. Sit. So you can't be letting things like that pass you by as far as Ryo not taking the fight. You see how I just go right back? You can't be letting that the Ryo was passive when it came to that payday.
Yo, are we sure Tio was gonna beat Arnold Barboza?
Yes, I'm definitely sure.
Well, look, I was listening to Greg Hackett break some A-side shit down, money shit down. It's not really set up in the grand scheme of boxing for Arnold Barboza to have the belt over Teofimo Lopez.
That's just common sense.
Unless he beat the shit or knock him out or just beat the shit out of him.
Like he will have to be the next Mexican Sugar Ray Leonard. Listen, just because Arnold Barboza got his mad tatted don't mean nothing. That's why he got all them tattoos. He running his mouth like that because he's trying to create a character for somebody. See how I just read that? See how I just read that, let you know what's going on? Arnold Barboza wasn't always tatted and doing all of that, talking and all of that. Where was all that talking when it was time to fight a 36-year-old black man named Hamza? It was nowhere to be found. You wasn't tough then, and Top Rank knew you wasn't tough. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it don't make no logical sense. It makes no logical sense. So if that doesn't make any sense, then no, he's not going to be receiving a title, having a title, none of that. He's there so Tio could get better with somebody with no power. He has a fight. He has a problem coming forward and fighting. That'll be taken care of. He's staying with Eddie Reynoso because he wants to get better. He don't want his dad in the way. That's the difference between a man who understands and a man who, like Ryan. See, Ryan got more money than Tio.
Facts.
It's just observable knowledge. He got more money. So that's why he gonna be running around trying to do what he want, which is not a good look.
Yeah. But look, remember when you said it's like ain't no work, ain't nothing pushing him to do that. And it's like he got Rolly and Devin as the next two. He probably he in there having to share Eddie and Jaime and all them. Because I see he was in there with him because I watched the videos of the training.
And man, it don't matter, bro. Get in there and get to work, bro.
You're right, bro. I'm with you.
Get in there and get to work. Now, one thing that could be a problem is because Eddie Reynoso won't actually be in the corner.
That's a fact. He won't. Because he got to be in Saudi the next day. So he won't be there.
Yeah, so I need to go down. Troy Noso need to go down to Reynoso's. Give him some help.
That's a fact, bro.
Troy Noso need to go with Eddie Reynoso. Give him some help. But
They need it.
first, I gotta go somewhere else. Listen, that would be a thing, but I know that's not a thing for real. K. Rob said this triangle theory could work because only Rolly's style definitely awkward. The triangle theories, this is the thing when people keep talking about triangle theories. Triangle theory, there's no such thing as a triangle theory because the pyramid is built on a square foundation. I'll say it again. If you're talking about a triangle, you're two-dimensional boxing. A pyramid or a Merkaba is a three-dimensional, four-dimensional fight. A Merkaba covers all dimensions. Dude, it's a three-dimensional Merkaba. I'll show you what it looks like. This is a Merkaba. You see that? You see how it's three-dimensional triangles in each other? And triangles coming up out of them? That's a Merkaba. It's actually a crazy. It looks like a two-dimensional triangle with a three-dimensional triangle coming through it, meaning you can't see the other part of the triangle in the backside, and in the middle of the triangle, it's just a lot, bro. And that's my point. Like you talking about triangle theories, that's two-dimensional boxing. We don't do 2D over here. We do all dimensions. There's 9 dimensions with 8 talents each. If you know the Quran, you know Muhammad learned from the 72. That means there has to be 9 with 8 or 8 with 9. And there's not 8 with 9. There's 9 with 8 talents each. My man Hardwin said, Ba soul, Ka spirit, Hu spirit, Ah spirit. The Ah is the mammalian spirit, or the Ah, which is that's the mammalian spirit of Tehuti. And that's why you always see him talking to the ape. Because the ape mimics. That's a mammalian stage of learning. Learn to actually read the glyphs. I hope you're not talking to me, bro. Harwin. I hope you're directing that to the audience. Because if you is, you must be a bot in here. Because I literally be reading them on my page, on my Instagram, to break up the algorithm.
Hey, who is the new brother that you've been working with Dion? Y'all, they was in that training today.
He not new.
You had him on the stuff.
He ain't new, my G. I appreciate you asking about my man's. His name is Efferson Mbe. He Habasha.
Oh, Mbe. Oh, is that my man? Well, you had spoke about him before, Mbe.
Yeah, that's my man Mbe. Yup.
African brother. He like Eritrean or something. Like,
Yup. He Eritrean. That's how you say it in its original language. It's Eritrean, not Eritrean. Eritrean would be the Arabic tongue. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just giving people the bars to highlight. Eritrean is how you originally say it in its original language. But Eritrean is how you say it in the Arabic tongue. But yeah, no, that's he was working with Mbe, and Mbe is a Leo also. Mbe is like my nephew, little brother, nephew. You know what I'm saying? He only 24. And it was crazy, man. And his mom is a Scorpio like my mom. Like Aaron's mom also. I'm in Hotep blood. I'm in Hotep is like saying assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. If you go into your Google Translate and type in the word Amen, which is AMN, it'll in Sudanese, it translates to Arabic as salam. Straight way. That the original spelling of Amen is AMN. Harwin, where is you at? Harwin, you was talking about actually learn to actually read the glyphs. Where you at after I made the comment? Hey, listen, bro. Muslim, I know Muslim, what you thinking about Islam and being Muslim? People don't understand. A Muslim is a Christian as a Jew. If you following the supreme being, you following the supreme being. That's just it. Africa got beautiful women. Period. Period. Period.
Hey, one of my homeboys, he was saying that Andre Ward would beat Canelo. Do you think 168 Andre Ward can beat 168 Saul
Yeah.
easily?
No.
Okay.
You talking about prime for prime? Yeah, Andre Ward. Andre Ward will win a split.
Okay. Yeah. I'm talking about like back when Nello was when he had the Caleb Plant, Caleb Smith, Billy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, yeah, that'll be a good fight. I would say he'll win a split decision off the fact that Andre Ward beat Carl Fox with just a jab. He broke his hand. Gotta have a good jab. Andre Ward never gonna abandon his jab. It's gonna be hard to, if you that short, it's gonna be hard to beat Andre Ward. I ain't gonna front with you. Andre Ward's jab is real. And he changed levels. Andre Ward has a lot of skills, bro. He's not athletic as everybody. So his skill set is what took him to the forefront. And if he would have worked with other coaches, like he would have had another coach, his skill set would have even been more crazier. Like I watch some of Dre's fights and be breaking down some of his skills technically due to his athleticism that he has. A lot of things he was using to get inside it looked kind of awkward and sloppy because Virgil never told him how to get on the inside cleanly, effectively, by jabbing your way in off a head movement. Me and Dion worked on that today because that's the mistakes that Dion was making in his Border Wars fight. He didn't know how to chain the head movement together with coming forward with the jab. Like that stuff take time to learn. You see how those are layers. You learn how to jab. You learn how to have an educated jab hand. You learn how to move your head. Then you learn how to move your feet coming forward. Those are 4 things you have to do coming forward while using the jab. If you watch Canelo, he get in check hook range with the educated jab hand. And he be moving his head and stepping forward. Those are called layers. That's why people be having a problem learning boxing from Cuerno because at the academy, because things are layered. You have to know how to use the jab, hook off the jab, up off the jab, flick the jab, go down to the body. You got to know how to do it, when to do it, and move your head and come forward. I had to do that because I was a short man. There was no not using my jab. So you got to be able to flick the jab in spots, stick it, go to the body, move your head, catch punches, parry, use the shoulder. Mbe is good because he naturally fights in the shell. Like he can't fight with his hands up. Some people just are not comfortable with that. He's not comfortable with that. He can't even move with his hands up like that. I had to tell him, hey, blood. And then he kept saying, hey, man, people kept coming to my man E like, why don't you go to the shell? And he never was like, man, I can't. And listen, when you a Leo, you don't just do something without learning. I see that a lot. No, I see that every day. People are in a rush to do something without reading the manual. How do you expect to do something just because you're doing it without reading the manual? That is just crazy. Like, how do you just grab something? Hey, no, I'm about to just go into it. Bro, why would you think you're going to be the sweetest at something without reading the manual first? That's not the stat. Leo don't do that. That's not, they don't do that because Leos don't like to look crazy. So you're going to go learn first.
Buddy a pro?
No. No. He hasn't had one amateur, bro.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he got skills. He got skills. He just need a vegan diet. And he needs some explosive strength training to bring out his speed. Because he got decent, it's potential, but it ain't all the way there yet because of his size. He really a 165 pounder. He really a 65 pounder. No, Tank is not a hype job.
Yeah, see what they do? He's not a hype job.
Hey, bro, Lamont Roach is good, bro.
He's good.
Let's just type it in the chat. Hey, start typing that shit in excuse my language. Start typing that caca in the chat. Well, shit ain't even no cuss word if we being honest, but Lamont Roach is technically good sound. Lamont Roach is A+. I'll just type it in the chat. When a man told you he was A+, instead of just listening to that, hey, blood, stop trying to ear hustle on the knowledge. Move on. Move on. Why you down here? See, they trying to ear hustle on the knowledge of boxing. It's mighty funny. You wasn't down here all day. Now you down here shadow boxing in the mirror. No, you don't. You don't, because I literally live with you 24 hours a day. So you see how people just ignore observable facts? That's where you go wrong at every time. As the facts are here. Lamont Roach is an A+ fighter. Just say that. Lamont Roach is A+. You just got to say it. He showed you. You cooked. Yeah, they laughing at him in the chat. They always gonna laugh at you when you come with these clown statements. Are you gonna tell me what I do every day? How you gonna tell me? I literally watch you. I'm looking at you. With you invisible? Like people think they invisible in this world. Like we didn't see Lamont Roach touch your chin. That means you're A+. He had you, he hit you with a right hand and you stumbled back and you looked it crazy in the face. If you slow, that's why they slowed it down. He wasn't hurt, but he rung you. It's a difference between being hurt and getting your bell rung. Listen, when you get hit a certain hardness, your head literally goes boom. Why you think they say it? They're not just saying it. I've been hit before. Bang! You'd be like, oh, snap. That rung me.
Hey, yo, what's the difference between rung, but when you
rung me, you just got hit with a good shot and it made your head make a noise. Bang! And you like, oh, snap. If I get hit with 2 more shots and from that same caliber, that's when I will be drunk. Boom, 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 boom. Then you all over the place. Yeah, when you get hit with one shot and you hurt, my bad, Khaled. When you get hit with one shot and you hurt, that means you're on Queer Street. You're on drunk legs. I got Teofimo. Yakub Clemente. Clement. Yeah. Like when you on Queer Street, you hurt. You stumbling around the ring. That's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. He's drunk. Drunk is hurt. Stanky legging. When you get wrong is what you see in the Tank's face. Lobos was drunk. Head snapping back, noodle neck. Noodle neck. You don't want to be looking. And now that I think about it, I heard what Miles said. That fight should have been stopped. That fight should have been stopped. That's there. See, that's the thing about the Emmys. Like, I don't know what was going on behind closed doors, but all the corners I worked was kind of weird because in any other amateur fight, when you get dropped like that and your head snapping back and your eyes rolling, the referee just stop it. You know what I mean? The other fighter I trained at the Border Wars, Andrew Ski. He dropped a guy with a check hook. That should have been a standing 8 count. They didn't call it. Dion was trying to get a 3-minute. They gave him 2 minutes. CYP was trying to get 2. They gave him 3. And then Tone broke the fight down. Two-Tone, shout out my man Two-Tone, the superstar, say it twice. He did a breakdown on it, and me and Aaron said the same thing. My man CYP didn't even get hit. Fatigue. And this is the thing. If CYP would have just moved, this is the craziest part. If he would have just moved around and used his athleticism and then flicked the jab on Cuz wouldn't have been able to do nothing.
CYP just want to brawl, bro. At least that's how.
No, he do, bro. Like, he ain't trying to do no boxing. And that's the thing. You can't control that when a man got that mentality. With all the athletic traits, CYP need to do MMA.
Yeah.
Like, I know people like that. They need to do MMA.
Yeah. Because he's physically gifted, but he just like, I ain't trying to do all that shit. Let's scrap. Let's go.
Yeah, no, he ain't trying to do all of that. And the crazy thing, he has the ability to move around and do all of that. He could have did it. And King would have definitely got stopped because he would have got tired. And then this is the thing. He could have just moved around, flicked the jab, touched his gloves, kept Keem off of him. Third round did all of that and gassed himself out. Keem would have been gassed too. Like, K-Rob said right on. It says, K-Rob, that's a good breakdown. Let's see what Tank and Shakur does next. K-Rob said, I see Tank giving Shakur trouble, but Shakur is sharper technically. He could, man, no. Fuck, like, y'all, is y'all drunk on here? That man has brittle hands. He not about to do nothing but get stopped. That's drunk talk. What are you talking about? He has the hands of an 80-year-old elderly woman. Shakur Stevenson has the hands of an 80-year-old elderly woman. You put him in there with a puncher and he can't punch, he gets stopped. Ain't no Tank hit hard, but you can't have broken down hands with the man. Lamont Roach hit hard too. As you can see. There is no hit hard, but his hands are trash.
And my man Greg Hackett gave an example of how, like, the Roach and the Roach and Tank fight might play out on some A-side trying to get Tank the victory shit. They might do somewhere like Tank don't fight Roach next. He fights somebody else, knock him out, build it up, call Roach back out. Meanwhile, Roach stagnant. Roach ain't had no fight though. They don't give Roach no fight. They kind of like that, just kind of let him sit idle and shit like that. Still building up the fight, but he's not active.
That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's the regular. That's regular boxing, bro. They be doing that. If Roach was smart, he'll be like, "Hey man, I'm campaigning at 140," but then make somebody come in at 137, and then get a fight, and stay busy, and then come back and be like, "Oh no, I'm at 135 still. My belt wasn't on the line. I was just, you know."
That's what I was gonna say. Hey yo, when you so it's damn near like, and then you said this before, but I guess it's like if a younger dude want to stay active today, he gotta basically just, hey yo, I'm about to be on the club level. Just keep me club shows. It don't matter. I don't care what I'm getting paid. I'm just in here to work.
What does it matter? If you once you get a payday, I didn't mean to cut you off, brother, but that is just a great statement. Like, and it got me hyped. Like, wait, like, yeah, just get me out here. Floyd was telling Top Rank that, hey, but I need to fight Cuz right there. We ain't got the money for that. It don't matter. Give me what you got. It's about staying busy. Let's have a moment of silence for Jared Hurd getting retired and beaten by a gatekeeper. Migo on Tank undercard. Get back for Laura. I knew it was blood size. No, Jared Hurd just never improved his skill set. I don't know who training dude. Does he even train? He never got better. And he's not he started at 54. He's not big like that. He's not punching like that. J Rock showed you that. We don't need a moment of silence for Jared Hurd. He didn't die, did he? Yeah, he got his pack busted. You got to stay active, blood. You got to stay active in boxing, or you got to be in the gym improving your skill set day by day. Watching boxing. Just what it is, man. It's just what it is. You know, we just wanted to do a sneak live real quick because I took a good hard nap. I was gassed out, dog. Mbaye and Dion had me tired, pause. Plus that Ramadan, I was out there doing real, moving quick, doing mitts, and you know what I mean? That's one thing, like, I got gas instantly. I checked my weight today. I was 141 with all clothes on, just not shoes. You know what I mean? Laura beats Errol Spence Jr. and both Charlos. I can't say he beat Jamel Charlo. I can't say he beats the big Charlo. Yes, Jamel is more mentally stable. I can't say he beat Jamel. Jamel might bust Laura's pack. But Laura and Spence, I'm going with Laura. No, I just seen fun. No, I just seen. Go ahead, Khaled.
A pre-Nello, before Mel moved up. How did you see a Jamel Charlo and Bud fight going at 154? That was really the scrap. Like, this shit is some circus shit that's on some undisputed video game shit that like motherfuckers think gonna be good, but it's not. But the Charlo and Bud fight.
That would have been a good fight, bro.
Exactly.
I still want to see that.
I do too, but niggas ain't.
Yeah, I don't think. Listen, when Bud came up there, them Charlos was talking about they ain't want no work for Cuz, so they don't want no work for Cuz.
Yeah.
He really liked that.
Yeah.
Cuz really liked that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you really like that, you don't want to work with Cousin. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, he really liked that.
Like, you lost though. But I mean, look, you the bigger man. God
Hold on. Let me tell you what's. You are the bigger man, but you're not the bigger man for skill sets and assets in boxing. Remember, if you assets in boxing is your skills.
Do you think that Bud's skill is just like, is he levels above Jamel in skill wise?
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And he could
I
punch.
think it was that much. That's fair. I think it was that much. But
Yeah, bro, he could fight left and right handed, and he's slick, and he could fight off the back foot, and he could come forward.
Yeah.
They seen what happened to Errol. They're not trying to get
He
that.
did go forward on there. Yeah, he did. Walked him down, up and down that lane. Hey, look, is there any semblance of a how he came forward against Earl? Like, I'm gonna just come forward against Saul and just see what happens.
No, he's not gonna do that. Coming forward against Errol Spence is not the same coming forward against Canelo Alvarez. You're not gonna do that. That's not even why you're in there with him. You in there because you think you can box him, because you think you about to do what Floyd doing, but you don't know what Floyd did. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. No, he ain't about to do that. He ain't about to do none of it. It's not, at least to my knowledge. At least to my knowledge and wisdom. Like, unless he just like, man, this is my last one. I'm done after this. So I'm done after this. So I'm gonna come forward and get work. I'm done. Other than that, no, he ain't about to just do that. Like, and I listen, it wouldn't be like Bud has that mentality. I'm not saying he don't, but say he want to fight some more after this, then no, because having a tough fight with Canelo can be your last one. Ask Billy Joe Saunders.
That's not fault. He's a fat, overweight man.
He broke his face.
That's not fault.
He broke his face. So hold on real quick. What's happening right now? Happening now. Mercury conjunct with Venus. Hey Siri. And I gotta really turn Siri off on my computer, dog. It really gets on my nerves. Yeah, man, like understand that.
Have you seen Skull fight?
No, they said he was a Cuban boxer though. Is he? What is he?
He Cuban.
Yeah,
He come from that Cuban.
yeah. He they helping him. They Canelo getting help. For Bud.
Yeah.
That's all that is. Hey Siri.
Cut that ring. All that.
Oh shit! I can't get with Siri on here. Yeah, that's all he doing. That's all he doing.
Edgar Berlanga fight this weekend too. You gonna if they do a live fight check, you gonna hop on the voice?
Not really, bro. Like, cause they don't want me live fight chatting.
You gonna be that's fair. So you gonna be, and then they gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, the last fight chat I did, dude was on there telling me shut the F up. Like, why would I go back? You literally don't want me breaking down no fight on there.
Yeah.
Check, please.
It's better, bro. It gets better. Yeah, we need that contrast.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro, but
no, I feel you though.
The conjunct.
There's only so much to do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only so much, bro. If I'm done. Because when people be wanting me, I'll be literally breaking down the fight, talking about it, and people be trying to sell narratives when I'm actually saying what's actually happened during the fight. Like the Better Biev Bivol fight. Better Biev was forced into the fight. So that they could do a rematch. But now they trying to listen. They want Benavidez to have that title so bad. It's all about money.
Ness was saying that Vivo manager was like, nah, we ain't taking that fight. We ain't doing that right now.
Exactly. So you cooked.
Yeah.
Plans backfired on
Callum. Yeah, that's just fight Callum.
Who?
If Callum do it.
No, Benavidez, yeah, but he don't want that Callum work. Yeah. That's the crazy part. He was supposed to get in there with Callum at 168. He never did it. He had the WBA and the WBC. He did not get the work, did he? No Puffy.
That's because Bebo not finna fight. Bebo finna take something very light, mandatory, coming off 2 fights of Better Biev. I'm not finna fight Dave Benavidez coming off 2 fights of Better Biev. I'm not finna do that. So with Better, it's like they've been like, all right, well, I'm finna fight a dude that fought Better Biev and Canelo and see if I can work him out.
No,
and
facts.
Just take away like another mandatory for Bebo. I'm gonna just move a mandatory out the way. So that way you can't try to skip me again. I'm gonna just move him out the way. Cause it's really 3. It's really because they showed it. Bebo got 3 mandatory. Some IBF, some Callum, and him. So let me just move 1 out the way. So you can take him, but now you gotta come to me. Thank you.
Yeah. Right now, Mercury is in a conjunct with Venus, meaning connecting. Mercury is knowledge, Venus is love, of course. Today, Mercury and Venus align while Venus moves through a retrograde, meaning it slowed down its movement in the solar system. It says bringing past emotions, relationships, and unresolved conversations back into focus. Words hold extra weight, making this a powerful time for healing, closure, and reconnecting through heartfelt communication. This transit revives themes from August 7th, 2024, the last time these 2 planets met. Unspoken feelings may arise to the surface. Long overdue conversations may unfold, and truths and emotions that were once unclear can be now expressed, whether through a message from the past, and an honest discussion, or a deep realization. The universe is guiding you to speak with clarity, listen with an open heart, and move forward with greater understanding. Expect thinking of someone who then makes contact, vivid dreams about the past, memories resurfacing, communication that brings resolution and healing. I already had that a couple weeks ago. That's the thing when you be moving in the universe as I do. These things be happening quicker than what it says is happening now, but I had some premonitions and some dreams a couple weeks ago. Love alignment, strong connections, open communication, and divine support. Yup. So, and when people don't understand, zodiac comes from the word zoo, zodiac, which means the animal chart. You got to know that. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. But yeah, you got to really realize that, man, some of these guys, man, they be knowing what they be doing, ducking and hiding and running around. And another thing, Callum Smith, that's going to be a hard fight because he's trained by a world champion in Andy Lee.
Facts. Who? Callum?
Yeah.
Now he with ain't he with Buddy McGirt, or is that his name? Andy?
Oh no. You're right. You're right. Who was trained? Andy Lee was training somebody that just fought. I mean, And I seen him, I'm like, no wonder he good. He trained by Andy Lee.
Another.
Who just fought Andy Lee was their trainer? I'm gonna have to look at that again. But no, yeah, Buddy McGirt, which is also a world champion. Shout out to Papa McGirt. I'm definitely cool with his son, Buddy McGirt Jr. That's my man. Shout out to my man, Buddy McGirt Jr.
They trying to do the Keith Thurman fight Wednesday.
This is what I see. This is what I see.
They're gonna be streaming that joint at 9 a.m. too. It might be a little later on my side, but they're gonna have that scrap. Then they try, and then if Tim Tszyu beat Joey Spencer, they trying to do the Keith Thurman Tim Tszyu scrap in Australia.
Yeah, that'll be good work.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman.
They both need that for each other. Like, if you come back, beat Joey, then beat Keith, you probably end up back in the mix a little bit.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Somebody had mentioned Fundora in there. They said they want to see some Laura Fundora work. Hey, listen, I just seen Fundora in the video hitting like the bag and hitting the uppercut like a wall bag with them bag gloves on. Hey, listen, stay away from Cuz real quick.
Yeah, he had the bag gloves on.
He had the bag gloves on. That was it for me.
Oh yeah, he stopping shit. Hey,
Khaled.
anytime I see that, bro.
Yeah, listen, Khaled. I seen the video of tall. Listen, Fondora's super tall. I seen him working the bag with them bag gloves on. Boom, boom. I said, oh yeah, no, you might want to chill up off of Cuz. He done found something. Right. Don't just chill.
Yeah. Yeah, just chill. They got to be cool now. It's not the word that y'all thought it was no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. That's real.
It's not that.
That's real.
It's not it.
Yeah.
You will get. Yeah, he gonna do something to you now. He a tall fighter trying to get the craft down.
Hey, yo, they said, what's my man? The dude, IBF buddy that was scared, that was ducking Conway. What's my man?
Bakram.
Kept saying Bakram. Yeah, they said Bakram offered something to Virgil. Virgil like, nah, we're not doing that. Like, why would I? I'm not.
Yeah, Bakram scared of Conwell, bro. Ain't no fights for him. He done. He done. See that right there let me know who you are. That's what I be meaning. He got all this power, bro. Then why don't you just get in there with Conwell and stop him? Get him on your resume. You don't want to do that because he will stop you. Conwell, didn't Conwell say he wanted that work?
Conwell said he wanted that work. Conwell said he wanted that work in interview.
Exactly.
I went back and tried to find that what's buddy that y'all was interviewing with on The Voice, Muhammad Ali buddy.
Who?
No doubt.
And you had to come on there to kind of guide the interview a little bit.
Oh yeah, Anthony Sims Jr., Black Sugar Sims.
And I was trying to find that interview on The Voice, bro. I couldn't find it because I know more now. I want to just re-listen to it to just pick up what he was really trying to say and just to like where they was bumping heads at. And
hold on, I'm about to look it up for you.
Yeah, because I was like, man, that was a great interview. When I think about it.
You know, it was because people don't be knowing what they be talking about. So that's when you be looking crazy. I'm about to see if I find it real quick.
All right, yeah, because that was a great interview, man. Breaking it down and all that. That was joint. But look though. So that's the interesting part, right? Because look, I guess it's two parts of the staying active part, right? Because we was on here like, hey yo, gotta stay active, gotta stay active, gotta stay active. Anthony Sims, I do remember an interview he was arguing, like, yo, like, yeah, I can stay active, but it's gonna affect my purse. So I guess just like, where are you at with it? Because he's like, yo, if I go down at this number, they gonna keep trying to give me this number. And Ness was arguing, yeah, bro, but you take the number, but you'll get the bigger number back, but you just gotta keep going.
That's when Ness got to shut up because he ain't never boxed. That's why he got to shut up. He never boxed like that. So that's why he got to shut his mouth because you don't know what they're going to offer somebody. You didn't even know Anthony Sims Jr. And then he was like, that be the cat. You didn't know but you telling him what he got to do. You cat. You cat. When I find it, I'm going to send it to you.
Man, good looking, bro. I appreciate it. You on the voice, or you got like, I ain't, because you remember like what it was around, or you gonna be able to like, I could not find.
I just look up Anthony Sims Jr., the boxing voice. He's been on there before though. Like Ness has been covering him before.
Okay, good looking, bro. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, but Virgil on some like going, cause then look, bro, it's like, bro, someone about to fight Boachuk, Madrimov, and then other buddies, like, bro, why would I do that? Can I get a title, bro? Can I get some, bro? But but shoot, if Pandora got the bag gloves, it might be tough work now. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to fight Pandora next. It was always gonna be tough work, but now it's like, hey, shit.
It's always gonna be tough work fighting a tall guy unless you really know how to. Unless you're a short guy and you're used to fighting tall guys.
Right.
Miles Austin, shout out to my man Miles in the building. I heard him talking today. Yeah, there should have been a stoppage, Miles. All Miles got to do, and this is the thing, if you can't really spar, then you get your sprints and runs in, and you get hard mitt work, like hard mitt, hard bag work, running the same combinations. And then you like, if you can't spar, you have to shadow box hard, fundamentally hard. And you're not just throwing anything and wild, you throwing shots, but then you throwing them as if you were fighting and slipping as if you was fighting. You recreate that, you'll get out of breath quick. Believe me. Then you gotta run. Then you gotta run. Like you gotta get your miles in. A good hard 2-mile run. Then there will be no getting tired. Like if you shadow box hard enough, hit the bag hard enough, and start running, you'll be in shape for sparring, and you'll be in shape for a fight. Like that's a fact. I trained a man in a professional fight, 6-rounder. I think that was his first 6-rounder, my man Quarterman, and he could have did 8, and all we did was mitts. He ran twice a day, watched his diet, hard mitts and drills. That's it. Hard mitts and drills. You see, that's the thing. We did it every day for a month straight. At least 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Up at 6 a.m. for a run every day. Right after the run, floor exercises, mitt work with drills. I just had somebody hit me in my DM talking about if you need a body, no, I don't. I need money. I don't need a body. I need a payday. And that's what niggas do out here in the
You're
Bay.
full of shit.
Me.
You're full of shit. And I hope that this is what you guys wanted to do. It's a fucking circus act. Devin is a real fighter, and he showed no respect up there. He showed no respect for what he's done for boxing. He's a 2-division champion and undisputed champion, and you're a piece of shit.
That's not kind of you to say.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you the truth.
Why are the fans booing him then?
Well, I mean, that's because a part of it. We are in LA. This is a great boxing market, right? But it's made up predominantly of Hispanic fans that cheer for Brian Rush.
Hey, blood, that's not why they booing, cuz. You see how they did deflect all the time? That's crazy. That was Bill Haney crashing out, as they say.
I think they just had to liven up the press a little bit because the last one was dope. So they needed some talking points. They needed some content. They needed some viral moments. Bill Haney
Kind of provided the viral moment.
Yeah, they just trying to, because he didn't even talk at the last. I feel like, bro, nobody said anything. You know, it's like, bro, T.O. smacking studs, Ryan and them doing. It's like, all right, we got to start building this up. We about to be in New York Times Square. Like, we got to get something popping.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Got to do something on here. So, what you think about doing another film study, bro?
Depending on who fight, what you want to see.
Yeah, man, I think about it, but hey, you know what would be good? Probably this month, the only like an underrated scrap. End of this month is Tevin Farmer and William Cepeda. 2.
I don't even want to see Tevin Farmer, bro.
Yeah, they doing that.
I don't even want to see it.
You're full of shit.
Me.
I don't want to see
Damage.
it. He damaged goods. He damaged goods, bro. We need to chill out. Man, Troy said, I'm no longer fighting March 29th. I will have a new date soon. Troy Isley.
Steve, at the Muslim chicks, you say it?
Yeah, man.
You think you good?
Yeah, he good. Troy is good. I think he should watch. He one of them people that should watch James Toney.
That's bad.
He should watch James Toney.
Same build and all that. Similar build.
He kind of got like, you know what I mean? He should watch Twan. His movements. Yeah, man. We just wanted to do a quick sneak live real quick. We already been on here for 1 hour and 40. Jeez. Bill gonna be on some more bees because Jose ain't going. Yeah, Jose Ramirez might stop Devin Haney, bro. I need to see them odds.
That's fair. I keep hearing dudes saying that. I just heard Abel Sanchez say that. Like, hey, look, Jose about to show Devin that he not who he think he is. He can get there one day, but he not who he think he is.
That's a fact.
And
that is a fact, bro. That is a fact. Ramirez is a big 40. Where's this fight at? 47? What weight is this fight at?
It's like 43 or something. It's some catch weight, like 43, 44.
Oh, yeah. That mean Devin don't. He ain't no really 47 pounder. What was all that 47 talking? He was going up. He not really a 47. He's not even a 40 pounder. He's a 30 pounder. He's potentially gonna get stopped, but we know that Devin Haney not about to stop Jose Ramirez. Oh yeah, K-Rob, that's a fact. Bill, he said a real Olympian to garlic butter gang dealt with Maurice Hooker in his prime. It's a fact. Yeah, he done seen all of that. He done seen Devin Haney's before. Jose Ramirez got about 60 odd fights. He fought in like a pro-am league, amateur bouts. Jose Ramirez done fought everybody in the Emmys, bro. People you ain't ever heard of. Renell Williams, Olympian. He done fought mad folks, bro. That's not a good fight for Devin. They're making a bad choice. So yeah, man. That was some good work. We'll be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna train my man E again. Then we'll be back for do some more lives. I gotta get these herbs off. Listen, if you want the herbs, hit my line, my DM. I got the Blessed Thistle, the Lion's Mane. I got two different Lion's Manes. I got one Lion's Manes that I steeped live. One of them I dehydrated. The live Lion's Mane will have live enzymes in them because I didn't dehydrate them or dry them out. You know what I mean? So some of the water that's in the mushroom still is still in the part of the infusing process. And then after that, I grinded it all up and then threw it in there. I took some today. I'm gonna be taking it every day along with the Blessed Thistle. Let me get the paperwork for the Blessed Thistle. The Blessed Thistle is really one of them ones for real. The Blessed Thistle is really one of them ones, as they say. The Blessed Thistle is high in iron and has been used in traditional medicine to increase circulation and oxygen delivery to the brain. That is so important to support brain function and to support heart and lung function. That's crazy work. Then it says its bitter phytonutrients are used to support liver and gallbladder function because the liver and gallbladder is a part of the upper digestive tract system. It says when you take it, it literally will make you go to the bathroom. To promote proper digestion and improve appetite. Blessed Thistle has antifungal and diuretic properties and has been used traditionally for, I got to look that word up and see how to say it because not knowing how to say a word is just, that's not a thing for me. Amenagog. I was saying it right. It has amenagog properties that treat hormonal disorders. So Blessed Thistle has antifungal and diuretic properties and has been used in traditional medicine. Its amenagog properties that treat hormonal disorders that interfere with normal menstruation, meaning women who don't have normal periods or normal cycles, when they take Blessed Thistle, it regulates their menstruation cycle. Amenagog foods are those that help introduce and stimulate menstruation, while scientific evidence supporting their effectiveness is limited. And this is why I'm getting out of here. The cap on these internets over here is crazy. Like, why is there still saying it may do something? Listen, you know how I know that's cap? If you ask them if a snake bites you, it don't make kill you. That shit be cap, bro. If you need it, you can hit my DM and hit the Cash App. Hit my DM on Instagram, and then I'll let you know the price, and then we getting it out. Ginger is good. Papaya, pineapple, parsley, cinnamon, dandelion, pomegranate, raspberry leaf tea. See that right there just showed me the extracts. The cinnamon may improve blood flow to the uterus. Why would you say it may do it when it's known as a spice? That's like saying cayenne pepper may be spicy. Come on, blood. You get that shit in your eye is burning. Stop the cap. See, that's the cap shit that go on over here. Now, and I'm done with that. And this is where they cap you. Remember that emmenagogue foods are not a substitute for medical advice. If you are experiencing regular man, shut up. See, this is where the part where a certain type of people in a corporate entity think they know more than the consciousness and will of the earth. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's not even a thing. That don't even make sense. That's why I had to start stepping back off people because I got some family members in the medical industry. And then one time, my aunt, she was having liver problems. And I said, you don't be taking burdock root? And she said, what is that going? I'm like, oh my gosh. In her mind, she thinks synthetic medicine is better than natural medicine of the earth. You don't know God, you don't know nothing about the Supreme and the Supreme's gods and the Supreme's Allah. You know nothing. That's why in the Quran it say, study the God of the Sirius star. It say that. I seen it. Listen, if you go to Giza, the 3 pyramids point to the Sirius star. So even in the Quran, they telling you go to the Sirius star and study who that really is. On that note, you need to Amenhotep yourself. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we still in the season of Heteru, which is the season of the 7. It's not what you imagine, it's who's imagining. Are you human or are you a divine being? And the reason why is because in the glyphs right here, I read it the other day. I got it already in the glyphs in the plate 37. I'll read it real quick on behalf of Heteru. Plate 38, which is XXXV2. Het her nip amentet am ort nip taser ma'at ra amt hat f hara nefer uaa en he al set hatep en ari ma'at senut hesiu ta set ari neset ort ta'a pamaati. That's the hieroglyphic language of the Medu Neter. What they're saying is Het Her, which is Het Heru, Lady of Amentet, Lady of Amen. Het Heru is the Lady of Amen, or Amin, dweller in Ort, dweller in the mighty. Lady of Taser, meaning the lady of the land of the spiritual world. Sir, or Sir, means S-E is a denotion of spirit, of omnipotence of the supreme being. Then it says the eye of Ra, or the eye of Allah. That means your imagination is the eye of Allah. What you imagine, Allah can see it. And when you do that, if you don't imagine well, you don't get well. It says dweller in his brow, meaning Allah has a pineal, so to speak. It says face beautiful in the boat of 1,000,000 years. That's when you see Ra on the boat. Ra is also Nu or Noah. Ra sails on Noah. That's where the whole story of a boat comes from. It comes from Ra. And when you go to the Quran, they call Ra Nu. Then it says, the seat of peace for doing what is right and true. Your imagination is the seat of peace for doing what is right and true. When you imagine well, you get well. If you can't imagine anything good for yourself, you're not gonna have anything. It says it in the book of Ptah, which is the spiritual, which is the destiny of the spiritual power of God, is the Oscar statue. Among the favorite ones, to make the bark of the sun great and to sell forth the right and true. Right and true is law of Ma'at, being righteous and true of words. We done. Bless yourself. One yourself. I'm a Hotep.